Well, folks, I've just done this video really fast, really well, and I've been talking to myself. Anyway, I'm Ed. If you found this video just by searching the bits and pieces because you're interested in the Fisker Ocean, if it's your first time here, a very warm welcome to you. I'm glad you found the channel, and I hope you find it useful. This is why I do this. For all of those of you who are subscribers, welcome back, and thank you so much for joining me again, and thank you for subscribing. It makes a real difference. So this is rapid fire, trims, colors, wheels, options, over-the-air updates, what you can change, what you can't in the Fisker Ocean. I'm not going to do anything about the Ocean 1. They're all sold out. It's essentially an extreme trim with fewer options for colors, some numbering, etc., etc., but that's about it. What I'm going to talk about are the three normal options, what you can do, what's good, what's bad, and what you really need to consider. I have to say, it's really hard to disseminate between the cold hard facts, what you need to order initially and what's available over the air later. So let's get into this. I'm going to put the prices down below. It speeds the whole process up, and I'll put something in the channel. This is the essence of the trims available. Let's get straight into it. There are three trim levels available: the Sport, the Ultra, and the Extreme. So let's get to the ranges. The Sport is 273 as an estimate, WLTP, the Ultra 379, but the official figures just in for the Ocean Extreme are 440 miles of range. That makes it the longest range SUV currently for sale in Europe. So well done, Fisker, for that. The exterior, there are 14 colours available. When's the last time you saw 14 options? Okay, great white is the standard colour. You pay for all the others. There are essentially metallics or pearl coats, and then there is an even more expensive option into matte or tri-coat colours. There are 6 wheel choices. The standard is the 20-inch F7 Aero Stealth. They are black. The other 5 options are all 22-inch wheels. The F5 and the F6 options are alloys. The F3 options, the 3-spoke ones that you see, are still alloys, but they've also got a recycled carbon covers on there. There are the prices below. You have 4 choices in interior colours. Not all interior colours are available in all options. So in the Sport trim, you've got 2. They're both black, Black Abyss and Black Abyss Plus. The Black Abyss Plus is the only vegan leather option. It's a polyurethane kind of vinyl with the little blue accents, as you can see here. The others are all Alcantara. The Ultra is the same as the Sport, but it adds sea salt. There is the cost. It's white Alcantara with sort of blue accents. It's really nice, I have to say. The Extreme has got Black Abyss Plus as standard. You can have sea salt as an option, but it is not as expensive on the Extreme as it was in the Ultra trim. Now, the only option that is extra and available only on the Extreme is the Mali Blue, which is a blue Alcantara, and that is the same cost as the sea salt was at the Ultra. So there is no standard Black Abyss option available on the Extreme. So you've got 3 different roofs. You've got Big Sky in the Sport, which is a standard glass panoramic roof. It does not open. You've got the Open Sky in the Ultra, which does open, and you have got the Solar Sky integrating a solar panel in the Extreme, and that also opens. If it opens, you also have got windows at the back, doggy windows, 3/4 windows that go down, and you also have the rear tailgate will go down. All of those features with the opening roof and the windows going down are called California mode. It basically is the closest thing to open air motoring that you can experience really in an SUV, unless it's a Land Rover convertible. So there you go. Pick your roof, cannot be changed afterwards. You cannot add the solar panel. So you have got 3 different stereo systems. In the Sport, you've got the Fisker Premium system. It's a Harman Kardon system with 8 speakers. In the Ultra trim, it's called Premium Plus. It's still by Harman Kardon, and it goes from 8 speakers up to 12 speakers. In the Extreme, it's completely different, 360-degree sound, and they're very proud of the most speakers in the dash of any production car. You cannot upgrade between single and dual motors, so single motor in the Sport, dual motors in the Ultra and Extreme. You cannot change the battery size, so you've got the standard range and the hyper range. The hyper range is available in the Extreme and the Ultra trims. You cannot change the roof, so if you want an opening roof, that cannot be added later on, and the California mode as a result of the opening roof and the windows. In the Sport, the rear doggy windows, as Henrik calls it, do not go down. And the rear hatch does not go down as well. The only opening rear windows in the rear cargo compartment are in the Ultra and the Extreme trims, and they are the only trims that get California mode. Limo mode is exclusive to the Extreme only. You can control the HVAC and the heated seats, and the winter pack is standard on the Extreme trim. We'll get onto that in a second. So you can change your heated seats individually, left and right. You can control the HVAC, the heating and cooling, through a little thing in the armrest. So let's go to over-the-air packs. 4 packs available. Effectively, all packs are included in the Extreme. So these are for the Sport and the Ultra models only. Really good though, if you're going to buy a used vehicle that doesn't have one of these packs, you will be able to buy them over the air at a later date. All the hardware is already fitted, except for the bits that I've told you about, the likes of the radio system. And you pay for it later. You can have it for as long as you want, as if you want the performance pack with the hyper and boost modes. We'll get onto that in a second. You might be able to just pay for that monthly and subscribe. These are subscription services as well. Henrik sees these as being a great revenue stream going forward. And we'll get on to the controversial bit in a second. Right, the winter pack. Only on Sport and Ultra. There's the price. You've got heated screens, seats, steering wheel, washer nozzles. You have got preconditioning for the cabin and the battery. And you have the ability to have remote climate through the app. It's not a hugely expensive pack, but I think even to have wiper defrost as well would be a good idea. Now we get on to the performance pack. There's the price below. It adds hyper and boost modes just like the Extreme. The hyper mode is already available in the Ultra. So if you get the Sport, you get hyper and boost. If you get the Ultra, you get the boost mode, which is effectively drag strip mode from the standstill. The hyper mode increases throttle, steering's response, improves stability, and makes it a bit more sporty to drive, I suppose. Then we have the Ultimate pack. It's quite an expensive one. It improves the infotainment, so it unlocks a lot of the features in the screen. It allows you to rotate the screen into Hollywood mode, the 16:9 mode. It's normally upright and it would stay fixed until you unlock it with this pack. It adds streaming services. It has higher data rates. It's got web surfer. It's got valet mode. It's got memory to customer ID. So I talked about the key, or app as key. Basically, if you unlock the car using your app, it'll memorize all the bits and pieces and set them to your to your desired position. It also includes rain sensing wipers. Now, why rain sensing wipers weren't included in the Intelligent Pilot? Because I think really the sensors need to be clean on the windscreen in order to maximize that. Why they have separated it and put it into the Ultimate pack along with infotainment stuff, it doesn't make sense to me. So really that should be moved to the Fisker Intelligent Pilot. However, by the time you spend over £10,000 or nearly $12,000 on both of these packs, that being the Ultimate pack and the Intelligent Pilot, we'll get onto it in a second, it basically turns your Ultra into an Extreme. You may as well go for the Extreme trim. I don't understand it. So if you're going for Ultra with no packs, fair enough. If you're going to add any of the packs, you're close enough to an Extreme that you may as well do that. Going from Sport to Ultra is slightly different. You're going from 2 to 4-wheel drive, you're increasing the range, and then adding packs on top of that. Let's get on to the Fisker Intelligent Pilot. Included in the car are park sensors as standard. You've got a lot of the automatic emergency braking features already in it. So what the Fisker Intelligent Pilot basically does is turns your car into an extreme trim with some extra modes. So it adds to the already installed features, but you get evasive steer assist. So if you start a maneuver, it is detected a collision, it will complete the maneuver for you and assist on that. It has got Park My Car, but the important thing here is the integrated drive assist. It adds 3 modes: adaptive drive control, which is effectively radar cruise. It's got lane change assist, and it's got rear cross traffic mitigation. Lane change assist indicate it'll change lane for you. Rear cross traffic mitigation, if you're reversing out of a parking space and there's a car driving across, it will put the brakes on automatically for you. What is interesting between the Ultimate and the Fisker Intelligent Pilot packs, you add 2 of those together, as I say, at a huge cost, and really the important things for me would be rain sensing wipers and the adaptive cruise control, the radar cruise. All the hardware is in here, remember, and I don't know why they haven't just included those 2 as a standard. So let's get into options when you buy the car initially. I'm going to pop all the costs down there. You've got retractable cargo cover, you've got an indoor car cover, you've got recycled floor mats, an expanded cargo organizer, an extra key fob. You already get 1 key with the car. If you want an extra key fob with the Ultra and the Extreme trims, you get an extra button with California mode. The Sport doesn't have California mode, so it does not have that, but you're just getting the extra key. It's got an emergency kit, snow chains, extreme winter wheels. These wheels are 20 inches with 2 different varieties of tire. You've got a tow bar with electrics in the UK anyway. You can also have a tow bar without electrics in the USA. So there you go. That's rapid fire. I hope it's answered some of your questions. It's been difficult enough to get all the facts together. If you've liked this, do the old thumb thing, and we'll see you for the next one. It's a rapid fire. Thanks very much. Bye bye.